Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be making a wreath, primarily using everything from Dollar General. So you can get this stuff I'm getting ready to show you from Dollar Tree or Dollar General. I've never seen mesh at Family Dollar before. So I got a box of these, and it's 4 colors, but we're only going to be using 2 colors. But I just want to share with you what they are. I'm going to be making more wreaths and selling them, and today's wreath is going to be fairly simple, just a pull and go type wreath. So I got those colors: blue, purple, yellow, and pink. And these are $1.50. The ones at the Dollar Tree, of course, are $1, but you get a little bit more footage with these rows versus the rows from the Dollar Tree. Okay, and then I'm going to be using this little bunny as the centerpiece. And so they did not have, at the Dollar General I went to, they did not have a bunny with blue around. It was all pink, which is fine, you know, no big deal. They felt pieced this together, which is cool. I'm going to be working on some paper piecing soon. I've been telling myself to stop being a chicken and just do it. It looks difficult to me, so that's why I don't want to do it. You know, I was a little bit afraid. So anyway, I'm going to be using 4 of these. And these are little sticks, so I think I'm going to, when I put these in, I'm going to just tie them down with the chenille stems. And then this. Okay, I also was going to use the chenille stems that I got from a Dollar General, which are on sale right now. I'm not sure when you'll see this video. Hopefully you'll see this video the first week in March, hopefully. But these are on sale right now for probably a quarter. Now I got them for 50 cents, and I was going to use these white ones out of here, but I have a wreath already, and this is the only thing that's not $1, and I think this is the 18-inch wreath, and so I already have yellow chenille stems on there, which I think will go great with the color, since I'm going to be using yellow mesh. And this comes from Walmart, and I think it was $3.77. I think that's how much they cost. So you've seen me do this before, so I'm not going to do a continuous video of me doing a wreath, but I have placed the chenille stems or pipe cleaners or whatever you want to call them, 3. I put 1 here, and I put 2 on the second from the top one. And the reason why I did that is because someone's video told me to do that. And so now this is where I've learned from my mistakes, I guess you can say, is because even though the bottom ones are fine, these are not that great because they touch each other. But eventually, once I finish doing all the meshing, they won't touch. I'm going to probably use 4 rows total. Well, no, 6 rows. I'm going to probably use 3 rows of blue and 2 rows of yellow, only because it's a boy themed wreath, because my son is a boy, right? Son, boy. Anyway, but I try to do a lot more masculine, cutesy things since he is a little boy right now. And if you have children, and if you have sons and a daughter, leave in a comment if it was easier for you to find girl stuff than this boy stuff. Some things I can't find for him, like I was looking for some cute little slippers for his feet, and they had 1 pair of shoes, which were some monsters, a shoe with some eyes on it, versus the little girl section was like 20 shoes, but one pair of boy slippers in that bunch. So anyway, I know, off topic. I apologize. Not really. Kinda, yeah, I do. I don't want to, I do apologize, but not really for going off topic, because you all know that I go off topic sometimes. But this is going to go in the middle just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and attach this one and this edge right here to the bottom once I finish putting all the meshing on. And so I'm not measuring this out. I'm just probably going to do like an arm's length. Nothing fancy at all. I figured that I would get into the neighbor spirit of all the seasons and see what we could do. Okay, so I'm not cutting this. I don't plan on recycling this, meaning I'm not going to take it apart and use it for something else like I've done a few of my other ones, but I will probably just use this one every year until he's a little bit older and start saying, Mom, that looks dumb. But you want to take your edges and just kind of put them here, because at the end of it, you're going to make your wreath is going to come out the way you want it to. Of course, it looks ugly at the very beginning. Anything you start, any project you ever start will always not come out the way you want it at the very beginning, because it's the very first part of it. And I am going to do a top one. So I'm going to try to do top, middle, top with this one. And so now what I'm doing is I'm just taking this and I am twisting this. I am in a few Facebook wreath groups, and these ladies and gentlemen, the crafters, the creators, the artists, they are like breathtaking. I'm like, oh my goodness. I love that. So I'm just going to pull a few hands up, because I do want it to be super, super fluffy, but I also want to be able to get everything on the wreath, because if you put too much fluff, you end up having to go back and adjust. And even though I'm going to go back and adjust, I don't want to start off on the second piece adjusting. I want to try to get some down and in there. I do want to try to do a sunflower. I think that's what it's called. Yes, a sunflower wreath. So I will be attempting that later on. Excuse the noise. Nicholas is on the floor messing with the bags. Yep. The cat burglar is still with us. I don't think I'll be getting rid of him anytime soon. And I'm just having a difficult time right here, as you can see. Moving that down, because this wire, I guess this is where they connected the wire at or welded it, and it's not really welded very straight. When I first started doing this, I lived in Mississippi, of course. And they had this place called Fast and Frames near my house, and they sold inexpensive. They sold mesh. Some of it was really expensive, and then they had discounted mesh. And I was like, well, let me see if I can't find this stuff online. The problem is, whenever you try to go online, you have to really know what you're looking for. And the reason why I want to go online, because you see it says made in China. So I was like, okay, if it's made in China, decorative mesh, you would not believe some of the searches that I yielded from that. So I was just like, okay, I'm not going to look up this anymore. It's not a Fast and Frame here, but they do sell mesh relatively inexpensive. And if you can catch a sale at the local craft store, you know, the big box craft store, or if you can catch it when it goes on sale from whatever holiday, you are, you know, good. You definitely can get some good stuff for little to no money. But I haven't been able to catch a Walmart sale like that. I'm still trying to find that Barnett Pop yarn that everyone's been posting on all kinds of locations for 50 cents and $1. It's still $5 here, which is funny because Joann's and Michael was selling it for, Joann and Michael's was selling it for $5 or $6. And I'm like, I guess that would be a good deal if I really needed it, because you could always use that coupon. You know, they had that 30% off yarn. But I really do think if I bought any more big craft stuff that was noticeable, I would probably be beaten and locked up. I think that I would be locked away in some asylum. So we've only done half of this wreath, and we're at 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the camera and come back. And also, we've already finished our first thing. And another thing that I like about the mesh from, where is it, Dollar General, is that it comes on it's taped down. It's not really stapled in, which is awesome because you don't pull your ends of your mesh. You don't fray your mesh. So that I think that's cool. So let me pause it. I'm going to finish this blue first and then I'll come back with the yellow. Okay, so this is how it's looking so far. Not very attractive. But it will definitely get better once everything gets into place. And I did not measure it out as I told you, but now we're going to add the yellow on. And so far I've only used two blues. And so now what I'm going to do, you see how we left one Chanel stem free? So now I'm going to go yellow. So it's going to go from the top yellow to the middle to the that other one, and then we'll be done, and then we'll put more on there to fluff it out, and then we'll decorate. Whenever you're doing this, you can always, so this is the first yellow, you just tuck it in the back and go from there, because the back of your wreath is where all the work is, the back stuff. So even when we finish doing the whole entire thing, we're going to tuck these behind. Okay, so since I've been doing this, I've learned a few things. At first I would tell you to tie, you know, keep tying on top, but you really don't want to do that. You want to open up your tie and you want to tie on, you want to add to, you don't want to tie on to, you want to add it. So just like that, you want to add it. And I did not make it very tight because I plan on doing, you know, more and more to it. So I didn't make it very tight. But once at the end, I always go back and I tighten up the wreath, only because I want it to be tight and not moving around and loose. Because I'm going to put this on the door probably March 1st. And today is the 20, I don't even know, 20, shoot, I don't know, 26. And so it's going to stay on there for an entire month. So it's hot here, things fade, and you know, I might end up having to make another one next year with the, just thinking about how the weather does. But I think I'm going to actually stop the video because you've all seen me do this and I don't want to keep you too long. And I can just show you the end result. I guess I'll, you know, you could tell me if the next time I make a wreath video, and hopefully I'll be in a different setting. I'm at the table right now, and so my setup is not the greatest, of course. I am full aware of that. Get back, Nicholas. But let me know if you want to see like the whole entire start to finish project, and I will definitely do that. So what I will probably do is once I put it on the door, I will add the video. I'll add them together if I remember. So you just saw me untwist that one, and now I'm twisting this back on. So I'll do that for a few more minutes, and then I'll just add the video, a few seconds of it, a completed wreath. And then I'm going to go to this middle one right here. And the good thing about these is that I haven't tied them on really tight yet, so I can still kind of manipulate or maneuver them around to be where I need them to be. And then at the end, once I get forceful with it, I can definitely close it. Nicholas likes chenille stems, so he will not be going in the studio whenever the studio is ready to create in. And so, ooh, we're pulling this up. And we are, the one thing I didn't do is I didn't open this all the way up from when I attached it, because I have never worked with a working wreath, but I would imagine that they keep those in place. They don't open it all the way to the base of it. I don't know, I may have to buy one and see the difference, see what's different about it. I know a lot of people actually do recycle their wreaths, and they change them out, which is cool. Very smart of them to do. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here, but so far this is how it's looking. Still not very pretty, but it's going to be awesome. So I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so this is the finished product. Please excuse any of the background noise. I know it's a little crooked. This box is my quote-unquote easel, and all the people in the house awoke. Little roommate, big roommate, and of course Nicholas, as always. So I just want to say thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick little wreath making thing. I decided to go with these eggs because the big roommate said that they look better, and then I took these little carrots and just hot glued them all around. Everything's hot glued. I don't know how that's going to work, considering that you know, I'm in San Antonio, Texas. So anyway, I want to say thank you all for watching. Happy crafting.